Oops. I have to create take off the camera and the green screen stuff. Virtual background. Whoops. All right, let's see if this works. Kind of. All right. Hi, Chitty. Hello. Good morning. Oh, actually, good evening for you. It's 11 o'clock. So it's not too late, not too early. So we're good. Let me just put my YouTube stuff on real quick and then we can go. We can go and see how the things are actually going. Let me just switch this off real quick. All right. How is life in Nigeria, Chidi? How is everything going? How is it over there right now? It's just past 11, right? We are already here in on Saturday, 1 minute, no, almost 2 minutes after midnight. So now we cool. It's weekend. Very important time of the week. So we're all good. We're doing well. So relaxing, doing nothing, which is not too bad, and having a good time. Yeah. So I hope that some people will be maybe coming, and if not, it's also okay. There is no stress. There is nothing bad at all. So just adjusting a couple of things here on my screen real quick, and then I'm good to lean back and have a chat. So Chitty, tell me what's up. Yes. Hey Jay, good morning. Good morning, moin. Hi Anastasia, hello. I just thought I'd do this spontaneously, relatively quick, just to see how that goes and how things are at this Friday night with when people have no other plans, just sitting around a little bit and have a little chat, have a little talk, read what you guys are doing. I'm all with you in 1 second. Whoops. Friday. All these questions that they always ask. Right. Now I'm all with you. And I'm happy that you came. Thank you so much. And the good thing is, it is still Friday. Well, actually, it's Saturday here, over here. And just thought this might be maybe a good idea, also alternatively to the loop, which I can still put back on later in a while and see how that goes at a later point. Yep. So it is all relaxed. It is all cool. We are all in a weekend mode, I hope. Jay, you got to work on the weekend, or you got you're free. Hey, Juicy. Hello, good morning or good evening, wherever you are. I'm not really sure about. It's just after midnight here, and it just so it's literally Saturday, and just time to chill out with no stress whatsoever. Just having a good time and chilling a little bit. Oopala, I see that I have to adjust my screen. sometimes soon. Bear with me. I'm just going to put some different lights, and then we're good to go. Bear with me a second. All right, that's better. So I can switch this off and have a relatively natural environment here. Whoops, none. All right, that should do for now. Okie dokie. Frei ist nie. Selbstständig oder ständig irgendwelche Projekte? Letzteres würde ich verstehen. In der Welt bin ich auch. Sorry, guys, I was German. Hey, everything Africa with Omar. Long time no see. Good to have you. Thanks for coming back. Even though it must. Where's you based? I never checked that on your profile, to be honest. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at this. Hi, Nigeria. All right, cool. So, most likely one of the most asked questions whenever you're live or if you go to a channel. All right, here's where are you? Where are you from? Most asked questions for most channel hosts. What invite? What invite do you have? What is the invite all about? Do I get money for free or something, or what is it all about? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that on your pro. I just went to your profile real quick and checked that out. You're a Niger person indeed. I'm Oibo Pepe from Germany, but I'm Oibo Pepe. I'm a Niger man trapped in Oibo Pepe body. Loim Pensy, hello. Yeah, don't be surprised. This is me. It isn't. Yeah, I said that to Everything Africa with Oma already before, that Oma is actually meant to mean grandma in German, actually. It's a German word for grandma, which is true. Anastasia, darling, how was shopping today? Do you finally have weekend now, or you still have to work tomorrow? By 12 noon, joint live. Me coming to your joint live stream? Or what is the invite about? You got to tell me that. And what is the topic? At 11 tomorrow, that is, wait a second, you're 12, that would be 1 p.m. here. I'll be pretty much into my live stream preparation, but if I know what's going on. You have to chop tomorrow as well? So on Saturday or but on Sunday you're free, right? You said on Sunday you're free and you go to church. Well, if I have the time, I can happily do so. I have to see, because tomorrow I have a couple of things to do. But I can see what I can do. I'm on your. I've subscribed to your channel, so if I get aware about it on time, and if I'm having a chance to join, why not? Let me see the live stream. Oh, is it with special Saturday chats? Okay, got you. Yeah, that's 1 p.m. Oh, with Bozede. You're doing that with Bozede. All right, got you. Okay. So, what in the Lord's name? Who did that? Ah. Who did that? Okay, I have to take away the jackets again because that is not what I was planning. Bear with me. Because the good thing is that I don't have the trolls. So let me get that sorted out again. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, guys, whoever did that, please leave it like this. Thank you. All right. So, where were we? Where were we? We were, yeah, okay. So you're going to do that with Bozide tomorrow, or what you guys going to do? All right, I've seen the announcement on the channel, and I've bookmarked it. So let's see if I can find the time. I'll happily jump in for a while, and like 2 hours after you guys start, I'm having my live, so I have to prepare for that as well, and see how it goes. So that would be just. I will have a 1.5 to 2 hour session tomorrow, live with. Obviously, it's Saturday, so it's going to be the gospel sermon, and we're going to do that, and then getting that sorted out. Yep. So it's going to be like the usual insanity, so to speak. Of course. Of course. If I'm invited, why not? We get that. So let me see. I cannot promise anything again, but I will try to jump in then tomorrow if I have the time. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I cannot promise. Yep, it will be gospel, Anastasia. You can chop in the rhythm of gospel house music, and then you can actually chop even a little faster and see how that goes. And enjoy some good times. All right, Shitty, have a good night and sleep well. And we see again in the YouTube streets sometimes tomorrow, I guess, and see how that works. And wishing you a blessed night. Don't snore, remember. That causes earthquakes. And that is not good. We all want to live in peace. Hi, Hassan. Hello. Good morning, or actually good evening, wherever you are. I'm not sure right now, but I think it is rather good morning for the most of us now. And yeah, well, everything. Well, Omar, we are really trying to be polite to our people and give spiritual advice before sleeping, so that people are not doing wrong whilst breathing, if that makes any sense. Damilola, hello, good morning. Actually, good evening for you still. And good to have you back. Thanks for coming. And I'm so glad that here I can do that all in peace. Hi, Raw. Hello. Welcome to my channel as well. Thanks for coming. I'm highly appreciating it. And very good to have you. Happy weekend for you. And good to have you here. So today, actually, there's no youngest Ragus. Hi, Anna. Well, let me give you guys the blue so that you guys can connect to each other. And if you haven't met already in other channels, like from Captain before or something, which most likely is the case, and therefore very happy that you come to the after show, if you will. And wait, Hassan, you have been here many times before. Let me give you the blue jacket as well. So, but please, guys, don't change anything on the status of the chat. Please do me the favor. Whoever did that before, please don't do it again, because that would be sad. So I have no topic tonight. I did this relatively spontaneous. So whoever has something to say or talk about, we can actually do that. I'm open to sit here all night long if you guys want it. And if you have any special topic, if you have a joke to tell or something, let me know. Um, if you want to do a talk like one-on-one with a topic in it, we can also arrange that because I'm doing this from StreamYard. So I'm really relatively open for almost everything here tonight. So let's get something sorted out and get a good time together here at the weekend, and so that is not getting boring. So again, I'm not having any topic. I'm totally open for everything, and having the opportunity to sitting here at the host place right now without having to do all the shaking. Jesus, I mean, what Captain is doing every week twice is like he doesn't need to go to the gym. He doesn't need to go to the gym at all. He's just doing his shaking thing, and he's fit and can go to the Olympics right away. Jeez, this is like insane. I've seen that now numerous times, and I always wonder, like, bro, when will you finally get a machine for the shaking? Bro, you're more than welcome, and welcome to the community. You might have seen some faces here a couple of times now, so maybe just as you have, as you are now visiting my channel the first time. Friday nights I usually don't do a talk. This is just a super spontaneous thing. Usually on this channel you have a good mixture of live events, like me DJing and playing electronic music like house, techno, and stuff. So on Saturdays, usually, and that is what's going to happen in about 15 hours from now, I'm going to be the Father Ragus, so to speak, and that's why people call me either Father Ragus or Father Mess. I put the priest going on, and I play gospel house music for the so-called Saturday sermon on my channel. That's what's happening usually on Friday, just with a few exceptions here and there. And then I have then I play other techno sets like every Friday, which I did today with Detroit House. And Wednesdays you hear a premiere mix of mine, and on Sundays as well. And then Anna, I think the confession room for you is not big enough. And then on Sundays you also hear a premiere, and then Mondays and Thursdays I do a talk session like for an hour and a half, something like that. By the way, for those who haven't been on my talk session yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, on Thursday, next week Thursday, I have a special guest on my channel, on my channel, and I'm really looking forward to that. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Actually, good evening to you. So I'm really looking forward to that because my very good friend from Nigeria, Cook with Sandy, will be here, and we are going to talk about the differences between Nigerian cuisine and European cuisine, as well as other topics. For instance, also, I want to grab up the topic again, like there's questions that all the female channel hosts get asked, like where you're from, how are you doing, do you want to marry me, and all this stuff, because she's witnessing that as well as Talata does, who we asked about that a little more than a week ago. And yeah, it is very nice to have you here, Fadessa, and I hope that you have enjoyed me giving you the freedom tonight to play around with the shaky thing the entire time. And yeah, it is nice to have you here in my house as a guest. Very happy to have you here. And for those who might have noticed what happened, I believe last week in Captain's Place, I think I mentioned it already in my last talk session, but it was so funny. I really have to say, we crossed our swords, and we were really yeah, we were really having a battle like there was no tomorrow. Hi, Anne. Don't call me sir, please. Do me the favor, please. Don't call me sir. Don't call me boss or something like this. Just say hello, or just say Ragus or whatever. But please, or call me father. You can call me father, just to make Fidessa a bit more furious. But no, on a serious note, we had a funny fight all back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And to the after hour party, we did that on her channel. And I was even, I was timed out a couple of times, and then I came with my ninjas. And then we ended it in peace. And it was fun. We both laughed our butt off. I think it was one of the most hilarious moments that I had. And it was so funny. And I wish it is always like there's some people here on YouTube who I had the very honor and pleasure to meet, like Fidessa, like Nate Chovy, who is the fastest bouncer on YouTube. Indeed. I mean, by far the fastest bouncer who you can ever ask for to have on your channel. Damilola, who has definitely created bleeding ears for me a couple of times already. Anastasia Bless, who is definitely the fastest chopper in the world for sure. And thank you so much, Fidessa. And I mean it from without jokes. It's the same here. It's the same pleasure here. And I'm always happy to be with my African friends. Really, it's for me, it's the best in the world to have this opportunity to meet with all you guys. And yeah, in the other, oh, you're more than welcome, Anne. You're more than welcome. It's always I get the blessings from you guys too. I know that you always support me with watching my channel and all that, and I really appreciate that. I really do. And thanks a million. I know you put a lot of effort into all this stuff that you guys are, putting people's channels up and stuff like that, and support them as good as they can, getting them new subscribers and all that, and really appreciating it. Really do. And also the support that I had for 3 months. So just for you guys to know, I think I have announced on Thursday that I have contacted YouTube directly in regards of this copyright discussion that came up here on my channel, because I'm not too far from getting monetized, most likely. So because I heard so many different opinions on this and so many different directions on this, I thought, hey, you know what, guys, let me contact YouTube, see if they answer in the first place. Whoa, bro, this is not good. Let me take this off. Hassan, we don't do that here without we don't do that here without we don't do that here without asking first, bro. And people, we will not click links here just for show. If you want us to support your page, you let me know. And then I will go to your channel, and then I'm gonna pin it on the top of the chat. That is how it works here. Okay, thanks so much. So I wrote a very detailed email to YouTube, well, Google, and believe it or not, I got a reply today, and it was a very detailed and very individual. Okay, you have a very good day, and thank you so much for coming in, and you have a good channel promotion over there. Really appreciating it. Bozede, good morning, hello, or good evening to you. Well, I don't care. Happy weekend. Let's keep it that way. So I had I wrote a very detailed email to YouTube/Google, and I wrote it very detailed in regards of, okay, here's my channel. This is what I do. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do with my channel once it is monetized. Is there anything I have to fear? Is there anything I need to change? Is there anything I have to do? Is there anything that I need to do whatever to not get banned or something? And I got a very long email with tons of details, obviously also some links to read myself, but some tons of details. So literally I can say, as by the email that I got, my channel is cool. My channel is absolutely cool and safe. So I will get the monetization process done. However, of course, if the only, what got me the tear in my eye, so to speak, is if I use anything with copyrighted music, which I do not have a license for from the record company or the artist or whatever, then obviously I do not get monetized if I, for instance, do a live stream and or a premiere video. But the good thing is everything else I do, which has no music included, for instance, like this session right now, or the session on Monday and Thursday, where I'm talking, then I would get the full monetization for that. And the super chats would not be affected, but the channel itself, if I go to the 4,000 hours, then the monetization would also count for those sessions. So at the end of the fact, nope. And then therefore, it is a matter of fact that it is like so chapter closed, chapter solved, to make it short and sweet. So there is nothing I have to fear. I'm gonna start the procedure once I've reached the 3,000 hours, see where it goes. I have actually everything prepared already, even set the ads and all that stuff. So only thing I need is to wait until the 3,000 hours are there. That's all. And then I don't have to fear anything. They do their regular procedure, and it is how it is. And then we're gonna go see how the super chats will go. And by the way, Jay, I have a question. I know we do that offline. We do that offline. Something about someone else's channel, but we do that offline. And Inner Beauty, hello. Very nice to have you. Nice for coming. So surprised that I see so many people here at this time of the day, and very happy about that. So I'm here to stay the whole night if you guys wanna. So it's just like almost half an hour after 12. So Cheche, good morning, good evening. Hey Michelle. Yeah, that is just the latest update. Hassan, bro, do me the favor. Hassan, do me a favor. Please do not just write your link in this chat. Please do me the favor. Okay? I've said that before. Please let me not do it again. Otherwise, unfortunately, I have to ask you to escort you somewhere. But please, if you want to have a link done, write in the chat that I can find your link, that I can find your profile, and then I can pin it by myself. Because people, if they click on it, they're all gone from here. So please do me the favor and keep it nice. Okay, wait. Links in here. Thank you. Okay. So I believe everyone enjoyed the show of the captain tonight. Most of you guys have been here. I've been there. I saw that because I saw you guys there, and and therefore it is very nice that you guys come here after that. I know for most of us it is very late, unless you're in the States or somewhere, and I appreciate everyone coming. And again, I'm very happy about the email that I got from YouTube just a couple hours ago, actually. And that actually gave me clarity about this certain topic in regards of copyright and all that stuff. So, Cheche report. What did I ask you to do before? Leave the popcorn out of here. I'm on a diet, and I was not joking. Well, you enjoy your popcorn, don't worry. And yeah, so I'm really happy about having that in writing, having everything super detailed explained, and I really have to say that I really am grateful that they took their time to do that in a super short time. Response rate of YouTube was absolutely good and with all details given, and I really appreciate that. That they actually took the time. I mean, the department of YouTube and Google is super small. I know the Google structure is relatively good, but the YouTube department is something like the storage room of wherever you put your empty buckets or something. That's YouTube for Google, even though if you read the business reports of Google, I recommend you guys to do that every now and then, to read some business reports from these big players. Yahoo is actually even, sorry, not Yahoo, of course not. YouTube is even mentioned there, and that is super interesting. If you see some numbers, figures there, what that was all about, and it's interesting. But nevertheless, in regards of the corp life of Google, Yahoo is a super small agency, so to speak, but still, they create a shitload of money for Google. Obviously, if you consider, let me phrase it this way: or everyone who is monetized and everyone who is creating watch hours and getting stuff done to get the threshold sorted out, literally, we are all subcontractors from Google, if you will, because we all are doing the live streaming. We all are doing all these things to either get monetized, or if you are monetized, then literally you have to do the threshold first. And then obviously YouTube takes like 30% plus US taxes from whatever you guys get from or whatever anyone gets who is monetized from every single super chat or whatever you get. And that is plus taxes, plus US taxes, because Google is based in the US. So literally, if you take it, the winner is Google, actually, Jay. It's not even YouTube. The winner is Google. But the money so literally, we are unofficial Google employees, if you will, because we all make money for Google. So, hey, JD, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I know it's morning over there. I know. But so Google makes the big money with that on top of whatever they do anyway. So I have to do with them like almost on a daily basis. And I even asked, hey, one of the guys who I'm working with, hey JR, ¿cómo está na? Good to have you, man. Good to see you. We didn't see you in a while. I hope you're doing well over there in the Philippines. And Agatha, my darling, hello, good morning, and happy weekend to you. No, don't worry. You don't have to be sorry for being away. Surprisingly, we have things that's called life, right? So don't worry about that. And yeah, so the end of the day, it is that literally Google makes, of course, the big money with everything that Google does. And I jokingly asked a Google agent who I work with on a regular basis, hey, bro, can you maybe help me with my watch hours on YouTube? And he was like, YouTube? Oh, those people. No, I can't. Hey, SFX, good to see you back. Welcome back. I've just decided to let the river flow and do a live, see how that goes. What is with disco, Nate Chubby? Are you going to a disco, or you want me to play disco or something? Help me out. Help me out at this time of the day. And Agatha, so where have you been? Did you shoot a video or something, or were you just out and enjoying Friday night? Kind of. Oh, okay, you were in the disco. Huh? Yeah, disco is next week, Nate Chubby. So next week, I can tell you guys, it's all about funky and disco music. On Friday next week, so today in a week, we have a 70s and 80s evening. So you're gonna listen to a live set of that good old disco tunes, obviously remixed, so that I can play them in a mix. But that's gonna be next coming Friday. And on Wednesday, we're going to do a funky house session. That will be a premiere. Sunday will be also something funky, I believe. And don't forget, guys, to switch on to hit the alarm bell already on either my channel or on Goga's channel, because I will have the pleasure to be his guest on the Sunday service next week, Sunday, June the 1st. I believe it's at what did he put it on? 6:45. That should be 7:45 Kenyan time. Just that you guys know, and I will maybe do a poll on what you guys want me to wear, the usual priest gown or the cardinal crown, the cardinal gown in red. I'll let you guys vote. And on my monetization party, I would just declare myself Pope. Just saying. And yeah, by the way, tomorrow, or today actually, I'll have a live set coming up, doing doing my gospel stuff. So if any one of you guys have a premiere or something, I don't know. Miri actually came back to me on that, so that is all set. So I gotta rate that to her then afterwards, and then we can see how that goes. And other than that, hey, Village Food, good morning, happy weekend to you. And yeah, so that is set. But for next week, if anyone, no, let me think. Agatha, did you not tell me that you have a premiere on Monday? Was that not the case? I think, didn't you tell me that you have a premiere on Monday? Or am I all wrong? Oh, you missed your own premiere. Sis. This is the second person this week who missed her own premiere. Damilola was, let's say, busy in another hemisphere as well on her own premiere this week. So, because I even rated her to her, and we were nice and stand there and stay there and do all that stuff. And yeah, so we entertained ourselves, so to speak. Agatha, thanks for letting me know. I didn't watch it, to be honest, but I'm going to do so right after this live stream is over, whenever that will be. And yeah, so guys, take the receipts. Agatha and Damilola have not attended their own premieres. The service was rotten. There was no drinks, there was no snacks, there was no food. Hey, where does the service go to? This is insane. This is ridiculously bad. Agatha, next time for your live or for your premiere, make very sure there is enough snacks for everyone. Double amount, please. Double amount. And you know how that works. Everyone is always able, or everyone is always open for a bribe, you know. So no worries about it. Those things happen. Goodness me. People fall asleep. People are busy elsewhere. We all have a life. That's most. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Jay, the next couple of days, or we find sometime somewhere. Yeah, it's just something. I would actually, or actually, maybe you even know, or maybe Nate knows. We can do that here actually, so no problem. When we were on Hilda's channel yesterday, she had this thing with the stars and all that, and Captain had that too. Is that only for monetized channels? Do you guys know that, or is that for every channel? Can anyone have that? I'm just curious because I haven't seen it on my channel. I didn't know how to find that, so I thought you guys have more input on that. That would be interesting to know. And by the way, Jay, I really like your shorts. They're really cool. I mean, I like the idea also with the music around it and all that stuff, how you do it. I really like that. So guys, if you haven't already, go to Jay Van Hayes / Jay Van Horn's channel and have a look on the shorts there. They're really cool. They're really cool. Very good picture quality, very good video quality, and very good music quality as well. And I think we should all go there and click them and let them run through, because they're really cool. And also the other videos that are already there. So okay, so not everyone gets it then, I guess. Okay, I know that someone would fight for the number one star and getting that sorted out. So what it was fun. So who is number one at the moment at Hilda's channel? So who is now number one on Hilda's channel? Because I left yesterday with the number one star, as far as I remember, or with the one crown or whatever it was, and I wonder who took this place today. Essie is okay. Essie is all right. Interesting. No, Agatha, we were at Hilda's channel yesterday all together, and there was this new thing with the crowns and the placements for 1 to 3 and all that stuff, which YouTube seems to roll out. And I was just curious if everyone has that or not. So I didn't see it on every channel yet, and I didn't find the functions on my channel. So I was just curious if people were actually need to be monetized for that, yes or no. And therefore, that was my interest to understand. Yeah, yesterday she missed it also on Hilda's channel because I was number one crown, which I'm not anymore, obviously, because I wasn't there today. But yeah, Nate missed it on Hilda's channel as well, because due to whatsoever reason. So yeah, and she cried as well. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying it is how it is. And those are the moments in life which you don't want to witness in the first place. So, you know what I'm saying? And it is always funny to see when people desperately try. when people desperately try to get somewhere and having that sorted out somehow. Yeah. 3 times finishing number one. Okay. Hey, CrossFam. Yo. CrossFam is in the building. We haven't seen in a while, man. How's you doing? How's you guys doing? Good to see you. Happy weekend, man. And good to have you. Thank you so much for coming. Whoa. This is pretty cool. And Hassan, get yourself a drink and sit down and relax, bro. We're not running away. We're not running away. We're all cool. We're all relaxed. We do. So you can subscribe to each and every one, or you can just sit down and have a chat and have a chat with us and enjoy a good time, hopefully. So now I'm Nate is cool. She tried her best yesterday, but she, instead of going up, she went down the hill from, I think, what was it? I started coming to Hilda's channel. I was number, I don't know, 3 or something, or number 4 or whatever. And all of a sudden I was the number of with the 1 crown. I don't even know why. I just chatted, that's all. But it was fun. And I will not put any beats on here tonight, by the way, because it is relatively late and I don't want to create any kind of trouble by chance. So I just keep it cool and quiet for a change, so that you guys can just hear me. I hope the voice quality and the sound quality is okay. I didn't do any adjustments because this was like a 2-3 minute thing after the other live was there. I just popped in and thought to myself, okay, you know what? Let's just see how it goes with the live stream and how everything is going. Agatha, I have a question to you, and this is about elephants, but don't get me wrong. You once mentioned that you are going somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you mentioned sometimes like a week ago or something that you want to go shoot somewhere where there's also animals or stuff, or did I get that totally wrong? And I was just wondering, because I saw some people from Kenya already doing that recently, going to shoot animal places like whatever. Miri did that recently with zebras and giraffes, which was really impressive. Hi, Fakila. Good morning. Happy weekend. Hope you're feeling better, and hope you're not sneezing too much anymore. Health is always the most important thing. So hope that you had a good night's sleep last night and that you're not trying to stay away too long this night. Try to get better. Just saying. And yeah, good to have you here. Thanks for coming. Really appreciating it. So, CrossFam, what's up? What's new? We haven't seen in a while. So, what's up? What's new? What are you up to? What are your weekend plans? And what are you guys up to? Beside the fact that you most likely were not going to share food with me again, like always. So, yeah, just out of curiosity to find out where I have to get my food from. And oh, that's good, Faye. That's very good. Okay. By the way, interesting video with you horse riding the other day. I mean, it's if you're a bit scared of the animals, if you have never had any touch points with them, very brave of you doing that, and you did well. So you didn't fall off, and the horse didn't kick you off. So well done. Congratulations to you for being brave enough to do that in the first place. If you since you haven't done that before, that was very good. That was very good. And I appreciate people who try something that they have to be brave for. But I also have to admit there are quite a couple of things that I hate doing and that I would never try. Or if I can avoid them, I avoid them as good as I possibly can. Flying is one of them. I hate flying. I'm really not happy going on an airplane whatsoever. So I fly under the influence, so to speak, legally, because I'm getting a prescription from the doctor. But otherwise, I would not go even near to an airport. So that is I make myself a little bit vulnerable right now, just telling you that I don't like flying at all. But when we were in Nigeria, we were in Yankari Park. Jay, have you ever been there, actually, by the way, in Yankari Park in the northeast, so to speak? A little bit like halfway between Abuja. Sorry, Jos is like halfway between Abuja and Yankari Park. Just wondering if you've ever been there. And thank you very much, Hassan. Wait a second, Hassan. Let me do something. Whoops. Okay, I'm here on the Hassan Tahir show. Let me do this. Let me do this so that we all know what's going on. Hassan's channel. Whoops. So I'm going to pin this, and those people who want to visit your channel, they can do so, and then everything is cool. So Hassan has got. Okay, I got you, Jay. Well, we were. I think we were there earlier than you were, so we were there from 81 to 84, and back then it was a super cool place, also in the north. And we have been to Yankari Park. Fadessa, have you ever heard of that place? Actually, in Yankari Park, have you ever heard of that? I think I really have to do a little special one night to talk about my time in Nigeria, showing pictures and stuff like that from places back then. I think that could be interesting, especially for the Nigerian people from this community, and also for those who have lived in Nigeria or who have been there before. I think I would, no problem, Hassan. You see, this is how it works, Hassan. You tell me you would like to be dumb and dumb. Have you been there, Fadessa, or do you just know it? And if you have been there, did you swim in this water? Geez, what's the name? I have to look for the name real quick in English. I'm not. Bear with me. In the. Wait a second. So so if you have been to Yankari Park, did you swim in the water? Okay, geez, okay, but so first of all, Fadessa, have you been to Yankari Park? And if you have been to Yankari Park, have you been in the water source and down there near the camp? And with the wonderful blue, clear water that is there? And it's a lagoon, yeah, something like that. Quelle, I was looking for. Ah, yeah, okay. So since you don't, did you dive into the cave in the beginning? Because I did as a kid. I went exactly to that place. The water was wonderfully. I think the water was still warm, right? It is like having a bathtub and not too hot water, and you can feel warm there all night long, also in the evenings. And we were even diving down and diving into the cave where the water comes out. That's where we went. So yeah, so Fadessa, we have a place where we have been together, where we have been independently from each other. Um, yeah, we did. I mean, we all, everyone, also the Nigerian kids there who came from there, obviously, they showed us how to get in there. That was so easy, and it was so cool. Yeah, Yankari Park. Let me write that in here, Agatha, and you can have a look. Yankari Park. Oh, actually, wait a second. I'm on StreamYard, right? I can share the screen. Wait a second. Yankari Park. Yankari Game Reserve. There we go. Let's see pictures. Images. Yes. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we want to see. Okie doke. Let me try to get this a little bit off. I totally forgot that I'm on StreamYard. You guys want to see some pictures from that times? I mean, from that place or something like that, so that you get some more details on what I'm actually talking about and what Fadessa knows about. So do you guys want to see some pictures from that? Because I would have it open right now. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but if you want to, I can, I can just share the screen real quick that I'm on. And then it is not diving, Agatha. So it is not even deep. It is like you can stand there like easily, and they're operating. Oh, yes, they do. And they're, as far as I saw, they're pretty successful. And as what I found out yesterday, I believe, was it yesterday on Thursday? I believe, yes. There's still a German school in Abuja actually operating. I didn't even know that there was a German school back then, but it must be there for quite a while. It's only a primary school, though. But there's still a German school operating in Abuja, which is cool. So, okay, so let me see. Let me see. How do I do this? Present. Share screen. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, share screen. Yankari Park. Okay, guys. Let me see if this works. So I believe add to stage. So you see the screen, right? You should see the screen. So this is actually, this is a random amount of pictures from Yankari Park. Randomly, you see elephants and everything there. It's a wonderful area, and I guess Fadessa can confirm that it is really a sweet for me, one of the sweetest spots I've seen on planet Earth. And this actually, let me see if I can get this bigger without having a problem. No, not really, but not a problem. I can zoom in this. I can zoom this. Oh, no, I cannot. Jeez. Yo, Jay, how do I do this? All right. Anyway, let me try what I can do. Share. No. Nope. Let me see if I can. Anyway, do you guys see what I'm saying? What I'm doing here, right? And so this is where my mouse is here. Bear with me. Let me get this. Let me get rid of this. Jesus. So where my mouse is here, that is actually the end, or that is where the water actually comes out. This is the real. No, it doesn't really do what I want, but let me see. Here we go. Okay. Does it show it? No, of course not, because I have to share now another screen. Bear with me. Stop screen. Share screen. There you go. There you go. Okay. So this is actually the place that I was talking about right now. And this is actually this little hole here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom this a little bit. No, it doesn't let me, but where here you can see pretty well where my mouse is. This is a little hole, and Fadessa, you have been there, I'm very sure. So here you can actually dive underneath into the cave where the water comes from. And this is awesome. And the water is actually as clear as you can see. So this is not like Photoshop or something. This is really, really real, a real picture, a random picture taken from whoever was there. And this is like the super clear source for water coming out right out of this little hole here, or underneath there's like a gap, like this, or even on parts like this. And then you just dive down and you go in, and that's it. And then you are in the cave, and you can hear all the drops going down, and you can feel the water raining from the ceiling there and stuff like that. Hey, a ninja, good morning. And you can see all this thing. And this is so awesome. This is such a glory place. And if ever you guys have a chance to go to Nigeria, I can strongly recommend, if the situation is safe enough, of course, guys, you got to go there. This is awesome, an awesome place, I really have to say. And I really got to say, this was, for me personally, I think this is in the top 2 or maximum top 3 spots that I can actually have that I have seen. And in here in the water, this is so cool. I don't know if they still do it, Fadessa. Maybe you can help me out on that. Do they still illuminate it in the night with lights and everything? Because back then they did, and so you even in the nights when the lights were, when the spotlights were on this water, you could still look to the ground, as you can see, as you can do there. And back then it was so cool because in the nights, obviously it was freshening up a little bit, because we're talking about the north of Nigeria from back then at least. It wasn't cold, but it was freshening up a little. And you went down there, you went for a swim, and the water was super warm, super warm. And like, as I said, like in the bathtub where you didn't put the super hot water, but where you put wonderful, you have a wonderful temperature in there, and it is a wonderful place. And there is a camp actually that, let me see if I can swap to. Okay, now I understand how they do it. Okay, so as you see here, there's a couple of, this is the official entrance. And the interesting thing is, and I'm very sure Fadessa can confirm, until you are at the camp, it takes quite a driving distance from that gate on to the camp where you can stay. There's several stay over options, whatever. And as you see here, there's couple of things. You just can swim all the way for a long way actually, in this very super clear water. And obviously you need a guide in there to drive around and see all the animals, but the animal population in there, at least back then, was super big. And here you can see a little bit more. Okay, they have done that. They didn't have that back then. So now is that still? Yeah, it is. So this is like oh, they didn't have that back then. So they didn't have the water park. Back then it was just a camp, and it was enough. It was very nice. It was a camp and everything, and yeah. So here you go. Some impressions from Yankari Park, and that was yeah, it is one of the sweetest places I've ever been to, I can say for sure. And yeah, obviously the biggest magnet of that place was the water source here, where the water came out, because it was so crystal clear. And depending, as you see here on the light, it can also change to blue or turquoise or something. And awesome place. And you see, we saw lions there. We saw We saw elephants there walking very nearby to the van that we sat in back then, and Scholigen Abend. And it is a super sweet. Here you can see better. Okay, let me see what I can do. Let me see if they show this a little better. Yes, they do. Okay, doke. So here you go. This is the this is actually, here you can see it better. So here is so this is underneath the water. So here's the gap. Underneath here is the gap, and here's a good spot to actually dive in, if you see that good. So here you can actually dive in, and then you're inside the cave. And this is like an awesome spot to be. And I'm trying to get... Nope, no, I'm not interested in sports. Jesus, not at this time of the day. Yeah, just that you see a little bit more from where I was. And again, Fidessa has just confirmed she has been there as well. And it is, for me, beautiful. For me personally, one of the most beautiful spots that I have seen on planet Earth. And I've seen quite some spots already. So I was blessed enough to be able to travel here and there. And yeah, this was really like, this is really a sweet spot. And the water, I will never forget, is always warm enough to swim in it. I mean, in Nigeria, obviously, it's not cold, but it's always nice if you go for a night swim, then you don't have to go to a cold lake or something. You just jump in there. And that was really sweet. Yeah. Memories. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do a Nigerian special from the Oibo perspective one day, and then I will try to find pictures from inside the cave. And the cool thing is, Agatha, I don't know how tall you guys are all, because we never discuss these things, but you just jump. So the water, when I was like 12, back then, the water went to here, until here, like just underneath my throat, like chest high. And for me, it was just like a quick jump down, and then I was already in there. And there was enough space also for grown-up people, also for people who were a little bigger to go underneath that, and you're in the cave. There's no danger whatsoever. And then you can just do that. A ninja, is everything okay so far? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Is everything okay? Have the curves flattened? Is everything back in order, so to speak? We can talk about that elsewhere anyway, but I hope you're doing well. And thanks for coming. Highly appreciating it. You know that. And yeah, so a ninja, just you missed the best part, but I can show that to you again one day, sometime soon, or I do a Nigerian special from the Weibo perspective on a Monday or on a Thursday, collecting some pictures also from back then. And no, it is not deep at all. If you remember the picture that I showed you last, where these guys were just in front of the cave, that was you just stand there. You don't even have to swim. Hi, Simon. How are you doing? The fact is that you just stand there, and then you just dive down really quick, and inside you are in the cave. And it is so sweet. And the cool thing is, everyone now does this ASMR thing on YouTube, right? There's people who do this funny sounds with the noise, or shaving their microphones and crap like that. If you want to relax, and if you have a chance to go to a place like that, you just dive down. There's no danger whatsoever, because the water in there also is not high enough that you can drown or something. You just stand there like you stand on the other side of the wall. And then, but you hear all this water drops coming down from the ceiling, splashing on the water down, or splashing on the other stones and all that. And if you have a very good waterproof camera with a very good light, you can even take pictures from the ceilings of those caves and of the cave. And then it's not really a cave even, but you know what I mean, right? What is behind the wall. And there you can actually take super light illumination things, because of the water and the light from outside, inside, and all that stuff. And it is super cool. I would try to find pictures from inside the I'll try to find pictures from inside that cave because it is super, super cool and it is such a sweet spot. And the people, I can only speak from back then. I think Fadessa had to confirm or had to say how it is these days. But back then, the environment there was super simple. So that obviously there were some little stone houses, some tiny houses as they are called these days. And the interesting thing is that there was still, even though it was a very simple environment, but they had something like mixture of food delivery slash restaurant. Most of the people who were there cooked by themselves, so they got their own food with them, or they went to a market somewhere before they entered Yankari Park. And it was super easy going there. The people who worked there was very cool. The guide who went with us through the park itself had a super knowledge about where the animals were, the places that are the hotspots for instance, elephants or zebras or crocodiles or something like that. That was really interesting. And yeah, yeah, there is nothing special like there's no discotheque going on, Agatha. I'm sorry, but it is the sounds that were there. I would never forget, and that was really like very, very inspiring to see that kind of thing. And I was like, as again, I was 12 years old. Oh, no, was I 13? No, I was 12. I was 12 and a half or something. And yeah, it was like just a couple of months before I went back to Germany back then, after 3 years. Yeah, so Fadessa, now you can finally confirm I am Niger trapped in Oibo Pepe body. And yeah, that was in the, I think I would consider it northeast. It is again for Jay. If you ever go back to Nigerland one day, it is like between. So Jos is halfway if you go from Abuja, and from Warri you take way longer time, or from Lagos or stuff like that. And yeah, check that, Jay. Let's do a show together. Let's do a show together. The Oibo Papers explain the Niger life. Fadessa, it was a very nice talk for you of you from to come. Really appreciating it. Wishing you a blessed night. Sleep well, and we shall see again soon, either in peace or in a battle. Have a good night, and greetings to Nigeria. Sleep well and sleep safe, and have a healthy wake up tomorrow. And yeah, so that was just some spontaneous insight. I've just realized I'm on StreamYard, so I can actually show that right now because I'm always stuttering. Hey, look, it is 1:08 a.m. over here. I'm up since roughly 5 a.m. So you know what I mean, right? So at least I pronounced your name correct. Feel blessed. And yeah, so this is like just a little insight. I think I should really do this with a Nigerian thing to do show some pictures, tell some stories, what happened back then and all that, and where we used to live, what happened since then. I think I should really do that. That could be like in a 1.5 to 2 hour show easily, I think, and that would be super interesting to maybe some of you guys are interested in that. And I think Jay has got quite some material as well, and that would be, hey Jay, we should do that together. We should do this on StreamYard together. We should do a live show together and tell people where we went, where we used to live, when we used to live there, so that we can even compare from my time versus your time versus nowadays. I think that would be really cool. Think about it. And let's get that sorted out. Yeah. So, Oma, Grandma, where are you stationed in Nigeria? I went to your profile and saw it's Nigeria, but where about? What? Oh, I don't really have an archive either because I don't really have many pictures, but I do have people I'm still in contact with people from back then. And hey, Maria, you missed the pictures. Are you in Lagos? Oh, yeah, you were in Lagos, Jay. I know, but what about Oma? River State. Let me have a look on this. What is in River State, Oma? What is in River State? Here we are. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, gotcha. That is like River State? Interesting. I used to live in Warri, formerly Bendel, now Delta, long time ago. And thanks for sharing that. So, as far as I see, you're not too far from Warri, but well, comparing to other people on who I know. But yeah. No, Agatha, Agatha would not go to sleep. She's just super fascinated from the water source, and she wants to see what is behind the wall, what is behind in the cave in Yankari Park. I just showed a couple of pictures, and yeah, I think she is now super excited, and she wants to go there by herself and see that. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lagos back then was already brutally busy, but nope, I have not checked her out yet, but I will. I've still bookmarked the name, and we'll definitely do so, but I didn't have the time today, and but we'll definitely do that. I see that she has quite some material on Spotify and on YouTube, so I'll definitely get there, and if I like what I hear, I will most likely follow her on Instagram and send her a message or something that there's an Oibo Pepe listening to her music. And this is just one place that I saw Agatha, but I was just reminding me that one of your videos from recently when you went to the river in the town, I think that was the last video I saw, the premiere. That kind of reminded me not on Yankari Park, but some places. We were in a place in Nigeria. I have to find out if the thing is still there at that river. The river is still there, but it was called Abraka River. And Abraka River is one little arm of the Niger River that goes through the ocean eventually. But it is so there was a swimming place as well, also crystal clear water back then. But Yankari Park was the total mixture of everything. So it had the surroundings with the little tiny houses there where you could sleep. Super simple, super, nothing 5-star stuff that everyone needs these days. And all the animals, and you could swim, and you have proper food and all that stuff that was all in one. And yeah, and I remember that you showed your video, Agatha, the other day. It was not even this week when you did the horse riding and stuff. Having the mixture of the square and the little shops there around or whatever, and then seeing the ocean, and even this ship that you have discovered on your camera is always nice to see those things from people who are from there rather than from tourists, I think, because the people who live at those places or who live nearby or who are from those countries, they have a total different view on those places like tourists have. Well, we were not tourists, we were living there. So in the end of the day, we did pretty well having the chance to discover that whilst everything was still safe. I mean, we were in the north of Nigeria without any problems whatsoever. And as far as I remember, the north of Nigeria was always more branded with the Islamic religion, like more Muslims living there than Christians back then. But everything was in peace, and in the south it was always more the other way around. And yeah, so I think I told some of you, I'm not sure, on one of my talking streams that as a kid in Nigeria, I actually visited a Easter church service in 1983. It was. I think I even have pictures from that. I will find that out. I'll do a Nigeria special sometimes within the next 2 weeks. Well, next week not, because schedules are already there. But we're going to stay in Nigeria next week, Thursday. As I said, Cook with Sandy will be my guest on the panel, and I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, of course I do watch your videos. I mean, I'm not always commenting, but I'm doing that from the bushes and let them, really I'm interested in those things. Also, when Nate, for instance, does her videos from Saudi Arabia, or when Maria is doing her lives, or sharing family life like she recently did on Mother's Day and stuff like that. And looking at Jay's picture from him flying over Kenya with the best perspective that you can ever have, better than on Google Maps. So that is, I always say YouTube gives you a great opportunity to travel without traveling. That's my point of view. And also those videos that you guys do from your towns where you live, regardless if it is Maria in the States or Agatha in Kenya, or people in Nigeria doing videos from the village, or people in Germany doing their stuff. I'm really inspired by that, and what I'm going to do is relatively soon, I'm going to start that. I believe sometimes next week I have some time to actually shoot videos from Munich, so that you guys also have a chance to see where I live. Well, obviously not in town center, because nobody can afford that. But yeah, but the good thing is, Agatha, I was between 9 and 12 years old when I was in Nigeria. So that is the best time of memories that you have in a childhood. Other than that, you start falling in love and then you forget everything. But now I remember almost everything that happened in Nigeria. Hey, Red's Room, good morning, or actually good evening. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's evening for you now. Good to have you. I'm just showed a couple of pictures from Nigeria from back then. So I was between 9 and 12, Agatha, when I was there. And that is the best time, obviously, for memorizing things from the childhood. That's what they said. And I know a lot of places. So I'm actually, for myself, trying to get things together from back then versus now. Not necessarily to show it, but to remember that myself forever. Because obviously one day Mr. Alzheimer is going to visit me as well. So I want to keep that in my mind as long as I possibly can. And bless up, Red's Room. You have a drink. Here you are permitted to have a drink. You see, here is no one prohibiting it. So you have your drink, bro. You have your drink. And at the end of the day, the thing is that if I remember those times, living in Africa, living in Nigeria, especially when you are a late kid, early teen, if you will, or beginning of teenage time, then I really have to say, for me, it was a big issue coming back to Germany and living with all these regulations here. I don't know, Jay, what you felt about it when you came back from Nigeria after a couple of years, but I had this thing that I was back in Nigeria. Sorry, I was back in Germany for like a week in 1984, and I desperately wanted to go back. I really desperately wanted to go back to Nigeria because it was like home for me. And I always feel, hey, Power, how's you doing? Good to see you. And happy weekend. I'm going to give you the Blu-ray quick, but you can connect to the others if you haven't done so already in the past. So for me, it was always home. For me, it was always home, like really like home. And whenever I speak to African people, regardless if they're from Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, or wherever, I don't care. It is like, Kapas, oh Lord, have mercy over our souls. Ladies, run into your bunkers. Kapas is in the house. Good to see you, bro. Nice for you of popping in. So yeah, that was. I really have to say, absolutely, guys, read what Jay. Wait, I gotta pin this. I gotta pin this because this is nothing but the truth. This is nothing but the truth. When you lived in Africa as a white guy or a white person, and you have total freedom there in many things comparing to Europe. And when you then come back to Europe, especially in Germany, as everything is regulated here, then you totally get lost. And I know I have to say it took me years to kind of feel at home in Germany again because I always wanted to go back. And the not necessarily the horizon in Germany, but no, the not necessarily the horizon, but everything is regulated. I always jokingly say, if you in Germany, if you want to make a fart, you have to sign a form before doing that, and that is Germany. Everything, I mean everything, and people who live here from abroad, like um, Vorige Lady, like Kirky Lily, for instance, she lives here from abroad. I think the people who come here from other countries, from Asia, Africa, in particular, they feel like overregulated after a very short time, and I totally understand that. And I mean, a lot of things are working properly here, but honestly, um, I prefer to have a reason to complain about something that doesn't work for an hour or two, but having more freedom in, okay, this whatever thing. It's hard to explain if you haven't done that by yourself, especially from a white guy's perspective. If you have lived abroad, especially in Africa, in Nigeria, in my case, or Kenya in other cases, or Ghana, there are a lot of white people going to those countries, and yeah, and Jay, I have. I, I have phrased it a little bit more family friendly, so to speak. But let's say, let me take Jay. let me let me rephrase Jay's word. If you want to do an alternative breathing, you have to sign a form first. Period. It's Kapas, where are you from? Where are you at the moment? Which way does the journey take you to at the moment? More to Ghana, more to Kenya, more to Nigeria, or let us know so that we can send a global warning to that country, to the relevant country. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. Really nice. It's not very often that you have the time to come here because you're always on the run and on the travel somewhere. But yeah, it is how it is. But Agatha, seriously, on a serious note, here in Germany, I mean, yes, it is good that things are regulated, but sometimes I have the feeling really that some things are super over-regulated, and there's a rule for everything. And with the rule, there's a sub rule and another sub rule, and so on and so on. Okay, Ghana is number one again. Oh yeah, I heard you and Damilola divorced. All right, there you go. Congratulations for on the new freedom in Ghana. Then, all right, I will let the relevant people know that you are on the way to somewhere and bless the country with your appearance. Ah, Jesus. Kappas, I have to say you're a good sports. You're really good sports. It's always good that you take that sense of humor, even though it is a bit to an extent, but really appreciating it that um, um, when when uh, when you are doing that. Jesus, Agatha, you better start running because him visiting you when you're alive means he will be at your doorstep. I can, I can imagine Kappas already like hunting like a lion, and sweeping around, crawling around Agatha's house where she lives, and he's just waiting until the door is just open like an inch or something, and then he jumps in, Agatha, and he will grab you, and then Lord, may the Lord have mercy over you. This is so funny. Yeah, well, comfort level. You mean like me sitting here like this, or like doing the talk? Um, if you're considering this session, this is so spontaneous because I was having a loop on, but then I thought, okay, look, Captain is ending. Maybe there are two or three mercy souls that show some mercy to the Father, and pop in if I'm going live, like live, and that's what I did. And then so this is what now we are in a relatively big round. Reds, you're a little bit late because I just showed a couple of pictures from Nigeria, from places that have been there. And Fidessa was here before. She excused herself because she's going to call it a night. But she has been at the very same place. I don't know when. I forgot to ask her. But yeah, you know, it is. It is. Come on, bro. It is like 1:26 in the morning. So of course I'm getting comfortable. But I'm still fully awake, guys. So don't worry. I'm not giving you the snoring experience. But Fidessa has been at the same place, and we had just shot a couple of pictures, and yeah, so that's what we just did, and what we were talking about, what I was talking about in a while, and I've decided that I got to prepare a little Nigerian special, but this time not with music, but with showing some pictures from back then versus now, and maybe Jay will jump in as well, and we do a special together. Let's see what we're gonna do. And but yeah, well, Kenya is, well, bro. You, if you want to do something from Kenya, ask your 500 brides from there, you know, to queue up to give you all the pictures, and then you can do the Kenyan special based on the experience with the 500 brides that you have there. Maybe that makes you a useful person after all. Ah, ¿qué pasa? I'm not even sorry. I'm not even sorry at all. You always beg for it, man. You always beg for it to get roasted like there is no tomorrow. You always beg for it. And if you ask anyone who has witnessed when I started having it on you, or when you start getting it, bro, you know, you beg for it. You beg for it. You're always begging for it. You know, I'm on the way to Ghana. Okay, so let's call Talata and her 600 sisters and all that. No, Agatha, of course. And by the way, Agatha, a little fun story. In one room, I'm not sure where it was. If it was Talata's room or if it was Damilola's room, I'm not sure. The thing is that I was really having it with, I was really giving it to Kappas big time, and like the roast, right? As you know, that I like to do that here and there, like with you with the elephants back then, and so on. And people were really like, they have a beef or something. Kappas, you remember when we had to clarify that we're not having a beef, that we're just joking around and stuff, because people were really starting to. I think it was in Bosides channel. I think it was in Bosides channel when we are having this fake beef, and when people were really starting to get concerned, like, hey, what's going on with them two? Oh, that was fun. So, guys, just to let you know, me and Kappas, we don't have a beef at all. We cool, and just Kappas gets it from me all the time, all the time. But he's begging for it. And Agatha, you see, you have seen what was in the chat before I started on him again. He's always begging for it, isn't he, Agatha? Can you confirm that, please, for me? Kappas is always begging for it. Maria is back. Hello. Welcome back from the bushes. And, but Agatha, can you confirm? Kappas is always begging for it. He's begging for it. He's like, yes, Father, torture me, whip me, flog me, whatever. Yeah, Red Sea is indeed. He's a cool dude, but he's always like, yeah, they thought we have a beef. They really thought we have a beef. It's indeed true. They really thought we have a beef because I was giving it to him big time. And people were, and Kappas obviously understood it. And I believe it was in Bosida's room. Bosida obviously understood because she was laughing her butt off. I was laughing my butt off. Kappas was laughing his butt off, but people really thought me and Kappas having a beef, like a beef, you know. And that was really fun. That was really fun. Like me and Fadessa the other day. I think God SFX was in the room the first time at Fadessa's place, I believe. And me and Fadessa were having this fake beef, and she was even timing me out for, I don't know, 10 seconds or 1 minute or something like that, and it just changed into the ninja and came back right away like 10 seconds later. But that was really fun as well, and everyone thought like, oh geez, what is Fadessa having a problem with Ragus, or the other way around? I never have a beef with anyone, and I don't need a beef with anyone, but playing around like that sometimes is cool, you know. Or when Red's room is on the way, sometimes, you know, try to bring a funny one in. Goga is begging for it at the moment. But Goga is begging for it at the moment like there's no tomorrow. He's begging to be roasted. He's begging to be fried, air fried, or whatever. He's really begging for it with his funny things that he's doing these days. Putting his head on a silver tablet or something, on a silver tray or whatever it was, or in a fountain of whatever. And holy moly, Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy over my soul. Maria, you're doing spinach? Really? Oh, come on, what you gonna do it with? Come on. Yeah, he gets it and he loves it. That's true. And he can take it, actually. He can take it. And he can take as well as he can give. And I really like that, I have to say. And I'll see. By the way, Reds, you've been there last night, right? With Goga and his funny thing. And chicken wings and potatoes. Right. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So, wait a second. If it was a toilet, from your perspective, Jay, let me think. There's only one song that comes into my mind right away. If it if it is a toilet, Jay. If that was okay, so let's review that from Jay's perspective. The Goga thing was like his head in the toilet. So the question is, instead of this whatever ASMR music thing that he had there in the background, why didn't he just use flesh? Sorry, I'm having fun with myself. This is just like having pictures in my head and the music with it all the time. So it is like well, I still have Netflix. Prime I have anyway because I get a lot of packages from them, so it's included here in Germany. I don't know how it is over there in Canada, but Netflix I still have. Prime I have anyway because that. But I gave up Sky. I gave up Sky TV because it's bullshit. But yeah, I was really thinking, just Jay, you gave me this idea. Let's do a video on that with this little animation, just to be shown in certain rooms when the channel is private or when there's a chat room or something, just for this sequence. Of course it was, but Jay, you have to confirm. Best song in comparison to the picture talking you just did, like putting it in the toilet or something. That was just came into my mind. Not necessarily the best Queen album. I just still like the songs, but you were right. It was not necessarily the best Queen's album, but it is how it is. He's dead. So, Ikigar, hello. Moshi Moshi, look at that. Oh, who is getting roasted? Guys, For those who haven't met her yet, I'm going to pin you right away here. Let me pin you right away on the top. Dooms. There you go. So meet Ikigai Travelers. She's from the States originally and living in Japan for a while now. And she has a channel as well. Guys, do me a favor, connect to her. She's great. She's doing a lot of effort to her channel. She's showing a lot of the Japanese way of living, culture, and stuff like that, and doing live videos as well. We're a bit awkward here and there with the time differences that we live in, but good to have you. Good afternoon, actually good morning, I would assume. Most likely you're having breakfast. I would say, let me guess, you're living a healthy lifestyle. So I would say like a little bowl of cereals with a cup of green tea or something like that. Maybe a little fruit or something. Tell me if I'm very wrong, or if you're doing the good old American style with like 10 eggs in the pan, 5 kilogram of bacon, bit bread, and stuff like that. And who gets roasted? It was Kappas. It is always Kappas. Kappas always is begging for the roast, and other people as well. And you're on the bullet train. Connected to this connection is spotty. Okay. Oh, don't worry. Happy to have you here anyway. And again, guys, please connect to each other. And Ikigai, also do me a favor. You can also, you have the blue jacket on now, so you can easily connect to all the people who are here in the chat. Just tap the name, go to the channel and subscribe. And you will finally have some nice people coming, and you will find some more people also being interested in you, and finding more people giving you content. Also, my dear, as I can recommend you, find a channel. Wait a second, I'm going to type that here in the chat. Yoga with Goga. Find that guy and connect to him as well, because we are all part of a community that help each other to get their channels growing. Not necessarily only to get monetized, but to get more subscribers, to have more views on videos, and also you will meet a bunch of good new friends. So we did. They all did already. They all did already, and I can strongly recommend connect to those people in here. They're wonderful people. They're all wonderful people, each and every one of them, and they're all doing content. They're all doing lives, and if you need any help, or if you need any more tips or tricks or advice or something, you will get it from them and from all of us, because we are all helping each other. And this is not just an empty phrase. We really do that. Because of them, actually, because of each and everyone here in this room, I'm still on YouTube. Period. That's all I can say, with the most possible attitude that I can say. And no, Kappas, you're not. No, okay. I take that back. No, Kappas, of course you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the blue jacket or something like that. Or I would make every woman in here ban you like there's no tomorrow. Like everyone gets a minute ban for you. So, as that is not happening, everything is cool. No, don't worry, man. You're cool. Don't worry. Yeah, Red's Room is cool. And I think, yeah, of course, you have met him in one of my lives when you were here briefly. But again, now everyone has the blue jacket. Connect to you, and you connect to them, because they're really cool people. And I can tell you guys, I met Ikigai Travels like a couple of months ago. Like it was her, she was washing dishes. She was washing dishes, and I was like, hey, where's my food? She said, no, it's too late. I'm washing dishes. I'm already done with food. So I think, I'm not sure if I was the only visitor, or if you had 2 or 3 back then. And it was like a very nice conversation, and we briefly stay in contact since then, every now and then visiting each other when there is no time difference between us that, for instance, I have to go to work or something. But Always nice to see you, and thank you for coming. Highly appreciating it. And yeah, if you want to have a good drink, you go to Red's room. If you want to speak to someone living in Germany beside me, that's a ninja. And we have a lot of people here from several African countries in this community, which I have the pleasure to be part of. And again, because of these people, each and every one of them, I'm actually still on YouTube and didn't give up my didn't, did, didn't give up my channel or something. No, I'm not banning him. Jesus, no, 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 no. But I would give all the women in here a chance to ban him for 1 minute if I was a bad boy. But I'm not a bad boy as Kappas is. So Kappas, okay. That's enough for today. That's enough for today. It's you had it enough. You had it enough. And now I got to say, Kappas is a cool guy. He's coming with a great sense of humor, and he's taking it every time again. And I can say he's taking it as a good sports. And no, I'm not. Look at that. Look who's coming back from the bushes out of nowhere. Having a little zip on the sauce or whatever she's cooking, and then no, 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 you're a bad boy, and then going back to taste the sauce. Wonder if in white sauce. Just saying. No, but on the other hand, Jesus. No, but no, Kappas is a cool boy. Kappas is a cool boy. Always having a good laugh. Can also be serious talking, and yeah. So just saying. Um, Kappas, maybe you want to increase your journey of blessings to Japan now as well. Just saying. Ikigai, be aware. If Kappas is coming, run. So I'm just saying, everyone is. No, we have all subscribed to each other already. We are now all going to subscribe to you, who haven't done so yet. So my encouragement is go and subscribe to her. She's really cool. Subscribe to the pin, guys, please, because she's really having a cool channel and she's really a cool person. Always nice talking to her and knowing more about the Japanese lifestyle, because she really does it great. She doesn't talk too much, but the details that she's talking about, they are very detailed, sweet, short, and sharp. Not overdoing it, but having a lot of great impressions and pictures from there. So again, it's my really it's really nice to watch that indeed. So guys, I would like to ask you to excuse me for just a second. I need to get myself a glass of water and then I'll be right back. So bear with me, please. Hello again. Here I am. Thank you so much for waiting. I'm appreciating it. And hi, Jesse. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the house. And nice to have you here. Cheers. Pure cold water. So, so I hope you have all connected to each other now. And God SFX is back in the house. He cannot sleep either. Cheese. Hey, Jesse. So drinking your coffee at this time of the day. Gee, what time is it at yours? Just, oh, wait, I forgot. You are some 500 million kilometers away, obviously. Yeah, so 7:40. So, okay, yeah, well, you got a point. Yeah, Philippines, obviously. Yeah, that's with the time difference. There you go. And I always mix that up. So yeah, 7:45 in the morning. You got to work today or you got free? Do you have a relaxed Saturday or do you have to go somewhere and do whatever? Like an official thing with a job and work and stuff like that. When is your birthday? Whoop, 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 whoop. What did I miss? So when is your birthday? Like today, Saturday, or tomorrow on Sunday? What do you mean you're a real one? And that is kind of scaring me. If someone says that you're a real one, is like, ooh, let me call my lawyer. uh, uh, um, let me call a lawyer just in case, whatever that means. You're a real one. Jesus. Kapas, help me. Come on. So I'm just kidding around. So, so when is your birthday? Is it today, Saturday, or is it tomorrow, Sunday? Just making sure that, because in Germany we say it doesn't, it brings bad luck if you have. Jesse, thank you for coming. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy some time off as well if you can. That would be very, very good for you. So, Iki, you still didn't answer. Is it today Saturday or is it on Sunday? She splurged on him. Okay, you guys discussed the splurging thing, so I'm out of that. I'm not doing nasty things at this time of the day. Too early, not late enough, too dark outside. There's always a good excuse. So, and yeah, I'm a real one. Okay. I take that as a compliment, egoistic as I am. So, you. Ah, by the way, there is one tune. I don't know who of you guys was in the building, but Reds or whoever. Wait a second. Let me get my playlist from the last mix from tonight on here real quick. Who has Spotify? Who of you guys has Spotify? Just making sure that that someone can listen in there real quick. I want to know who of you guys has got Spotify, because I want you guys to listen to a one certain track that I've played today in my Detroit house session, and I'm very 100%, 110% sure that this will be actually recognizable. So, can anyone tell me who has got Spotify here, please? That would be very, very sweet of you guys, so that I can actually tell you guys what I mean. And by the way, it has to do with red rooms. Okay, Jay, have you have you heard have you heard Red's room already speaking? Have you been on his channel while he was speaking on his thing on his channel? Have you ever been there on his channel while he was speaking? Hi, Sonia. Good morning, or actually, good evening to you. Happy weekend. Let me check for something really quick, because this is not letting me go. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, Iki. So again, what we do? No, you have not. Okay. So okay, there's another way to find that. Not a problem. So Iki, again, what we do? Everyone here who is in blue, we know each other, right? So we are really, everyone got their own channel, doing their own content, obviously. But on the other hand, what we do, and this is really essential for each and every one of us, is that we really support each other. We visit each other's channels regularly. Okay, yeah. Who hasn't, Jay? Who hasn't? But we visit each other's channels regularly. We comment on videos, we watch videos, we do premieres, we watch live streams. Like people are here now kind enough to do that in my channel for a change at this time of the day where I'm never online usually. And usually I visit Maria's channel if I'm not sleeping. So literally, no, you didn't you didn't do nothing wrong, Reds. It's all good. But there's a certain song that I played today, and when I was playing it, when I was mixing it in, and when it came, this is the artist and the song title. Bro, I could swear to God that this would be your voice. And people who listened to that track and who have been, so I asked in the chat, nobody answered, unfortunately, but I swear to God, this sounds 100%. The guy who is speaking in this track, talking about the mushroom experience, he sounds like originally like Red's Room. I mean, tell me if I'm totally wrong, but in my opinion, he sounds 100% like Red's Room, talking about mushrooms. And I mean, if I, you know, bro, if anyone got a chance to listen to this, either YouTube, I don't even know if it is on YouTube, bear with me. Let me see if I find this on YouTube somewhere, and then I can spread the link here and you guys can watch it later or something. Then but I could be 100% sure. Well, actually, there it is. Yeah, it is on YouTube even. Bear with me. Yeah, it is on YouTube. I'm gonna post the link here, and you guys can listen to it individually. Let me see. Red's voice, question mark. Adding the link. Gonna pin this, and you guys can make yourself, you can picture that yourself when you have a minute or two. I could swear to 100% this could be Red's Room. And guys, don't get me wrong, but I could 100% swear it could be him. This is on YouTube, by the way. This is available on YouTube, and the guy talking about mushrooms, I would say 100% that's Red's Room. I know it is not Red's Room, but there's a big similarity to his voice, if that is the right word. It sounds very similar. And you guys who have been seeing Red's Room before, doing his sessions whilst in the car, on the road, at work, and wherever he is, or at home, bro, this is just so the link is up there on the chat, and you can have a look. But I could swear this could be your voice twin or something like that. No, it's not. I don't know. Marshall Jefferson is a super famous house DJ, house producer from the Detroit area. And interestingly, this song is like from, okay, it was released on YouTube in 2014, the first time, as I see here. But guys, if you hear that guy in this track talking, is more like a house track. You could definitely compare that to Red's voice. And this afternoon, when I was, and Reds, you were gone by then. I believe you were having work to do or stuff. I was like, bro, bro, this is so like this is Red's room talking in the car. The only thing is like ding 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 that was missing. I was like, what? Seriously? I mean, it is a compliment, but guys, Agatha, if you have seen Red's room in the car doing his thing, listen to that stuff and tell me what you think. If there is a resemblance, if there's a similarity, yes or no. I would say yes. I would say it is very similar. Agatha, would you agree? I was really like, what? It really came to me this afternoon when I saw or yeah, but just saw it here on YouTube. The YouTube release the YouTube appearance was first time was in 2014, as far as I see here on Google. But I'm not a mushrooms at all, bro. I'm not a mushrooms at all, but my hearing skills are not too bad. And if I consider the fact it's on Monday, all right. So now I know when I have to sing, finally. And Agatha, do you agree? Could this actually be? Does that sound similar to Red's room, or is it just me being totally stoned by nature? I'm not sure. You tell me if you had a chance to listen to this. And don't worry about it. We all at least you have Wi-Fi. You have no idea. We have many people in our community who don't even have that, but still doing whatever possible on YouTube. Yeah, it's Saturday here too, but here's 1:57 a.m. in Germany, and UK is 0:57. Other countries are an hour ahead, and yeah. So mushrooms. I'm not into that, but but Agatha, again, does it sound a little bit like Red's room? Yes or no? In case if you have listened to the track. Yeah, we are in the future. Um, by the way, true thing, you can find it on YouTube. A U.S. woman was asked, relatively young woman, believe in the 20s. She said a statement on YouTube, and this was not AI. It was like really. She said that, hey, if people in the UK and Europe are in front of us, why don't they just telling us the evening before what happens? What's going to happen? I was like, what? What? I was like, did she really say that? If people, why don't people in Europe tell us what's going to happen the next day? I was like, ah, okay. So Agatha is confirming that guy in that video or in that track sounds like Red's room. And I was like, thank you, Agatha, for just double checking. I was so sure it was so similar to him doing that. And no, not necessarily. I mean, there are dumb people everywhere, but I was like, huh? How can you even think that? Ever heard of time difference or something? No, 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 she didn't. But yeah, one day, and Icky, just do me a favor, just don't listen for the next minute. A couple of years ago here in Munich, we had a party area not too far from here. And I remember as it was yesterday that we were there in a bar, in an outside bar where smoking was allowed, obviously, because it was outside. It was a nice summer evening. We had little, a couple drinks. That's it. No big party, but a couple drinks with some friends. And it was, there was no reservation or something. So whoever came in just came in, right? Like in a bar, as you do. And there was a group of American young ladies coming to do their European trip for whatever thing, spring break or whatever it was. And they sat with us and we had fun. We had a great evening and a lot of laughter. And all of a sudden, one of them said, I'm so surprised you guys speak so good English. Sometimes when I don't think about it and just let the words go, I was like, yeah, well, we call that education. Surprisingly, they were gone 5 minutes later. Sorry, Iki, I'm not creating stereotypes, but cliche fulfilled. Sorry for that. And it's not you who I'm talking about. It was a real-time situation. No more to say. And yeah. But then again, those things happen. And it was like sacken lassen, exactly. And it was it was a little bit of a surreal situation, if you will. And but it was fun. And having said that, those are the situations that always keep you alive and laughing. And ones that is yeah, well, Kappas, I'm just taking a break on you for a minute. Don't worry, I'm coming back to you. Don't worry about that. And as long as you're here, I know that everything is cool. And as long as everything is cool, then I know that you are here. And if you are here, obviously, as you know, my friend, you will always be my preferred victim number one. Oh, guys, Maria and Reds, do I have to put my gown on real quick? Should I get it from somewhere, or you guys want to wait until sermon with the sermon until tomorrow when I do Saturday gospel service? Just asking so I can organize it a little bit better. Agatha, yeah, here this morning as well. It's 2 a.m. I know it's 3 a.m. over there. So wishing you a good night, Agatha. Thank you so much for coming, and wishing you a blessed night, good sleep, and a peaceful waking up tomorrow, or later, actually, instead of tomorrow. That would be very long sleep, right? Like at least 22 hours or 21 hours. Jeez. But then again, sleeping is overrated. So why don't you just stay for another hour or two? You have a good night, Agatha, and sleep good. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful weekend unless we see in the bushes somewhere, and having another good time. So, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Aninja, and I hope the other thing has been solved or is going to be solved soon, and that you have some peace coming up. We can talk about that tomorrow sometimes. Yeah, have a good night and sleep well, Aninja. It was nice having you here. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciating it, as you know. And yeah, so sign the receipts first. Oh, we can sign a lot of receipts tonight already. Thinking about the Flash Gordon for Goga. AJ, question: as you are doing the video stuff from the flights, are you also to cut videos? Have you done that before, like editing, cutting, and stuff like that? I might have an idea for the Goga experience, and maybe we should really talk that through. I think that could be fun, and we should do a roast on Goga. Actually, we should really, for that silver tray thing / whatever it was. All right, cool. Okay, let's talk the next days. Let's get that somewhere on another channel, and then let's get that. Let's do something. Let's do something nasty. I would have a spontaneous idea on this, and yep. So, Maria, Tell me, how is everything going over there? How is family? How are the kids? Are this? I believe they're already queuing up at the stove and getting the plates as full as they possibly can, or is it you still cooking? It's like 8 o'clock over there, right? And Anna's Nation, don't call Kappa sir. Don't call him sir. If you call him sir, he might take that like you being too respectful for him, and then he's gonna grab you like a lion. So you're gonna grab you like a lion, and then you're gone. We're waiting to eat. Whoop whoop. That's good. So where's our plates? I mean, you're a guest here in the room, and don't bring any presents whatsoever. So where's the plates? I know you're negotiating with Red's room about third wife position plus 500 plates of food for him. All these things, I cannot believe it. So, as a matter of fact, I'm actually losing weight at the moment, so I cannot even think of eating at this time of the day. It's just 2 a.m. here, and Anna likes to fight. I will. Okay, you guys do that in. I will borrow you my confession room, Anna and Kappas. I'll borrow you my confession room. You can. Kappas is going to pay the rent for the day, and then you guys can have it. It's soundproofed, so you're good. You're good. Can do that. Yep. Not only Maria's family, also the fans of Maria always ask for food, especially me. Right? So it is how it is. And that is always why I say these food channels, this cooking channels, these kind of thing should be forbidden on YouTube as long as I'm on a diet, because it is like a ridiculous thing to happen for me to see all these people putting all these wonderful things in their pots and stuff and on the stove and in the oven and eating it, and I don't get nothing. Then I'm getting starving, and then I'm running to the fridge right behind me there and trying to get something similar. But on the other hand, it is how it is. And let him come with the documents. He's just on number 3. Kappas, he's way behind you. While you're already marrying all Africa at the same time, obviously, because of all the journeys that you have to do, to bless all these women with your appearance, Reds is very modest. He takes it with 3 to 5. Working on it slowly, He's not like you. He's not like consuming them like there's no tomorrow. He's more like Reds is doing it more behind the scenes, so to speak. And he's doing the first negotiations in public, and the hardcore negotiations go behind the cam. So Maria and him will have some time to discuss before it's going to be made official that she's going to be his third wife. And just saying that because I'm going to be the priest, obviously, doing the sermon, right? As I do. And you're the modest one? Wait a second. Kappas, go to the corner. You know how it works. 10 seconds at least. Feel ashamed of yourself. By bringing this ridiculous, nasty lie on this channel. I cannot believe it. Yeah, that's true. And Iki, here's the thing. I said that like I believe an hour and a half ago as well, when I showed some pictures from me living in Nigeria back then. The thing is, YouTube really gives you a great opportunity to travel without traveling. And that is not only necessary because people cannot afford it, but also people just don't want to, or they don't see a need to travel to another country whatsoever, neither for vacation nor for whatever other reason. So I've had the I'm really glad that I had this opportunity to travel around. But on the other hand, obviously, not everyone has that opportunity. And for them, it is great, of course, to do all these travels with those people like you, or with the people like Jay, who was recently on the road, so to speak, or people from all these African countries that that are in this community, and that I again strongly recommend you to connect with, because they show all these videos as from the local slash native, whatever you want to call it, perspective, and not as tourists. But well, obviously you live over there, so you also don't count as a tourist in that case. But this is always better from people who live there to have the local perspective in a broader way, rather than having some tourist doing some freaking selfies and puts it on YouTube and gets viral without any value behind it whatsoever, if that makes sense. But if I see Agatha, who just went off to sleep, she excused herself. If I see what she done recently, or when Maria does her stuff in the States, going from one place to the other, always nice to see what is going on there in the hood. And Red's room, always on the road in Canada. Kappas, I don't even know where he's from, but he's on the road. Kappas is always first class, flying with his private jet to between Ghana, Lagos, Abuja, very soon Japan, most likely, and blessing all the ladies with his appearance. And yeah. So I'm the priest getting all these people together in the Saturday sermon for gospel house music, and getting some funny notes on there. And Iki, by the way, if you want to have a second Pope party, Pope intronisation party, so to speak, it will most likely not get too long until I get monetized. So I will you will see on my channel the party announcement when it is there, and we will have white smoke coming for sure. I will not reveal anything more right now, but let's say for everyone who is now watching and listening, my monetization party will have a lot to do with white smoke. I'm working on it already. I've got some couple of ideas. So you will see when the day is there. And as far as I saw from my watch hours so far, it will not take too long anymore. Most likely I will not get it done before I appear on Goga's channel next week, Sunday, but it will be coming pretty soon. I would believe like beginning of June, it should be ready to go. And then it has been like 3.5 months of hardcore work to get the hours and get that done as well. By the way, Iki, in case if you have seen it on my channel or on other people's channels as well, there's a new trend that is really helping to get watch hours, which is creating loops and let them run on StreamYard or alternative stream software that you can use for free, and let them run. That gives you watch hours like there's no tomorrow. Just some of them, not everything, but get it. That's that's just for you as a little piece of advice. I got that from my friends here. Like, do a loop, let it go through the night. And one of those loops went through the ceiling. I have no idea why. It was a Zeppelin flying around on a Springfest here, and overnight it gave me like 24,000 views. I have no idea why. And they were organic, by the way, so there was no troll. And in the peak there was like 60 something viewers, and they stayed like forever. I was like, geez. I was really like, geez. Next morning I checked the video, and it had like 24,000 views, and it had like 100 and I believe like 110 hours or something like that. And I was like, okay, not too bad, not too bad. So that was a pretty good experience back then. And I really have to say it was not too bad. And yeah, having said that, I was very happy about the experience at that time. So yeah, just saying as it is. Well, Kappas and Reds, I wish you well. Now it's 2:15, Iki. But Reds, I don't do annulments, bro. I only do the get together, but I don't do the separation. That is the guy, a couple stories just deeper, Mr. Devil himself. He's doing those kind of things, but not me, bro. I don't do this annulments. You couldn't afford that. Trust me, you couldn't afford that. And just giving you a piece of advice, I would like to forward that that Jay already gave you, or gave it to Maria actually, when he said that you guys should do a wedding contract before you even start doing something. I'm just saying, do a wedding contract. Do it for sure. And you're going to be blessed with whatever appearance there is. Just saying. So, yeah. Guys, I'm going to do something now because it is really like after 2 a.m. And I had no idea that I would go live in the first place, and I have no idea who to do something with that. But I see that my very good friend from Brazil, Master CTRL, you have all met him on my channel already. He's playing live at the moment. So if you guys would do me the favor and the honor to what is it now, 059? Yeah, he's on. If you could, I've just set the raid because I think I really have to. I think I should get a little nap as well because it was a very long day. I'm up now for over 21 hours, and I really need to get a nap. I really need to get a nap. It's time to get some sleep. And what I would like to ask you to do is to at least spend a couple of minutes time with me there in the chat. But we're gonna do it this way. This is gonna be the command. Because he's DJing at the moment. He's live, and therefore it has been now like a little over 2 hours, and I really need to get off and get some sleep. And I hope that you will forgive me that I do a relatively hard cut here, but I really need to go to sleep. I need to get a couple of hours. I'll be back live at 3 p.m. German time, which is 9 a.m. US, most likely Canada, 4 p.m. Kenya, 3 p.m. Nigeria, UK, and Japan, I believe. It's going to be like 9 p.m. your time, Iki. And guys, I would really appreciate if you would do me the favor and keep the let's raid to Master CTR. He never had a raid of me, and he's live. And let me just check if I did everything correct, and then I can get a nap of sleep. I would really like to say thank you to all of you coming, and yeah, exactly. That's got to be the raid. So no, not sudden death, but I'm really done. It was a brutal week. It was a lot of work, and therefore I would really like to thank you very, very much for coming. And obviously I would also follow the raid, but I would also like to thank you very much for coming. And again, I'm highly, highly, highly appreciating it, because it is not for granted that people are kind enough to stay at this time of the day to spend a couple hours with me. and I really do appreciate that again. And therefore, yeah, shut up. It's just me. So therefore, I appreciate that, and sending us all now to Master CTRL, and let's flood the room with that likes, because I think you could do with some people. Thank you so much, and see you all in the afternoon, like in 13 and a half hours. And Iki, you have a safe travel, and everyone, let's have a good flight to Master CTRL. Thank you so much, and love you all. Stay safe. Good night.